What's good, fellow CEOs? Welcome to the channel, and today we're back at it again with the next part of the Qliphoth games, part 1. So last episode was pretty insane. You can start to see the things start to slowly unravel and become all chaotic, and as soon as the game started, all the pieces started to make their move. They started infiltrating all of the government systems and just trying to portray everybody on here, and even there are other villains from within the story that's joining in on the fight. Ever since Ray started the Qliphoth games, and yep, we're gonna continue on with this. Things is getting pretty insane. Episode 9. Okay, so before I start, you guys already know the drill already. If I'm going to talk about anything spoiler related or any of the sub streams, I'm going to count down from 5 seconds, and that's going to give you guys enough time to mute the video. And once I'm done talking about what I'm talking about, I'm going to rotate my mouse just like this, and that's going to give you guys the signal to unmute the video. Now, also too, I do have a special rule that I always follow, where I am obligated to use any unit that, so long as they are part of the same squad. So there may be some cases where there might be a collaborative effort depending on the situation on the missions. And also too, I may do now and then, I may do like a unique team build that's, I always tend to forget the word of what I'm talking about with it. There's a specific word for it. Can't really think of it right now, but just a unique team setup. we'll say that, okay? A unique team setup. So I'm sure that you guys seen it a few times before in some of the episodes that I was doing on the recap, where, you know, I may do like a whole Fenrir squad and 6 wings combining together for a collaborative effort, or I may do, specific, how can I say this, specific villains that are part of the same type of group. So, some of it can be a little spoilery, maybe, but if you know, you know. So we'll leave it like that. But yeah, let's start this. So Delta 7 was under attack. They got to get to the orbital base, and this base is owned by the Alphatrix. They were using it for like minings and also, evasive maneuvers against pirates and whatnot. So they're trying to get to this location. And what better way to do this than to use Delta 7 themselves? Okay, so I want to change up their skin. Where's the rest of Delta 7? Oh, there she is. Okay. Then we're gonna get... Where are you, Jaina? Yeah, it would be. Oh wait, I gotta put this ship. Okay. There we go. We'll be all right. Ooh, CSC level 1. Okay. So you saw the one half on here. So now this other half is going to most likely be now the Coffin Company side, which I was so excited to see the second half of this. The first half was really good too, but the second half I was even more hyped for. But it was pretty cool though how we get to see the whole concept of how the Qliphoth games starts. It's just you just got to try and account for the unpredictability that comes with it. It's just like they just attack you without warning, and you don't know who's going to be your ally and who's going to turn on you, and you don't know how many demon lords are actually going to get involved in this. See, this was another thing that I was wondering about. Like, why is it that they're like trying to keep this such a secret? Because now that the games have started, you should be as truthful as possible to your teammates. I mean, maybe in certain cases they probably couldn't say what Mina was or is, or why does she have anything to do with this, or why she's called the wolf. But I mean, there should be at least some type of information on basically what happens if you lose. And the old administration passed. Maybe they could have talked about a little bit about that, but I can understand why they don't say it. And later on it starts to make sense. But definitely keep this in mind on, as much as you can on the things that Lee Soo-yeon and Hilde is hiding from Mina. The information that they refuse to give to her on what she's looking for, or the specific answers that she's looking for. Hold on one second. Just gotta check something. All right, cool. That is exactly what you call a miracle. Interesting. Because I mean, the adventure that we've had thus far with Yumina is, it seems that she's been accomplishing multiple miracles so far. Defeating a shadow, not once but twice. Defeating the Replacer King and, effectively dismantling the Replacers. And now killing a Hollow God. Not only that, but going in, trying to trying to save Ju Shi-yoon. Which, I mean, she was doing pretty good on her own. for quite some time until she got put into that sticky situation where, you know, if she had killed the Kalesh that came from Ju Shiyun, she would end up killing Ju Shiyun. So that, you know, that could also be a crazy thing. It's because you were lucky. The second reason is because the color of the kernel was there with you. Okay, hold on. Quick spoiler thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, so you know, it's pretty crazy how the first time she was struggling to kill you know, the hollow gods, right? And then later on within the story, when she went to go try to get Noelle, when Noelle was kidnapped, and there was just like a whole army, like almost an army of the, you know, the next category, the angel looking COs, the category 6s, and she just started mowing down multiple of them. She's just like killing multiple of them, and it's just insane. Even though they were, you know, even though they were like illusions based off of Swan's world, she still managed to, like, they still were like almost around that same level, or just a little bit weaker than what the expectation was, but still, they were still too powerful, and even the people around her were almost about to get killed. But Mina had taken down multiple of them, which really shows how much she's grown and how much power she's accumulated over that time. Ever since you found Yenua. Oh, so she does mention her. She mentions this name. Huh. Ever since you found Yenua. This makes me think, is that I wonder if he explained to her the story of how he got the power, or maybe the sword itself is actually called that. I've never really thought about it at that time. Wait a minute. Hold on. I never really paid this close of attention the first time. But the second time, didn't she just say that you're just making baseless assumptions? And then all of a sudden she says, just as you said, Jushin, the rookie is special to them as well. So you're agreeing with him now? Which means that he was telling the truth. Well, not telling the truth, but he was right on the money on this. There you go. Now, also too, for those of you who are like watching this like the first time one here, there is another video on my playlist where I've done a counter case of some of the specific characters, especially with Seo Yoon, and that piece of video from the counter case explains why Seo Yoon is so trusting of us as the protagonist. She knows a lot more than what most of the other employees do at the time and for now. So if you want to know a bit more context to why that is, well, just check out the counter case. I have a video of that on there. Now, also too, for those of you that's on BitChute, the video should already be there, so you could just type it up, say like I think like counter case or something like that, and the video should appear on there. There we go. And this type of promise, you can find out in the counter cases. That was such a good scene back then. Man, we've come so far. Wait. Hold on. What? Let it hit beer. Oh man, not the beer. Well, we know Lena is an alcoholic, drinking on the job. And then we got Chloe over here, who's a scammer, a con artist. But who knows? Maybe this great beyond that she's praying to all the time, maybe it does exist. Operational regulations later. That not even a country could afford one. That goes to show you how crazy that is, especially like what type of company is able to make way more than the like almost I like in this universe, basically all the countries that exist. It's almost like the corpos from Cyberpunk, where they're so powerful that they can practically run countries. Start working for free for the rest of your lives, bruh. Oh, this is a phase.
잡아먹고 싶은 귀염둥이들
Or
천지구나.
it's a wave mission. This might be a phase one, actually.
동이들 오래 기다려줬다. 다음으로 맡겨주십시오.
또 있다고? 차가운 거예요. 성공. 좌표 인형 멀려보라고 네네, 얌전히 계세요.
경계 쪽보다 감출 주시. 궤적을 거두십시오.
뭐야? 또 있다고?
나아가는 건 자네들 몫이야. 난 단지 길을 열 뿐이야.
너희를 날려들카라.
작전대로 여기서 적을 섬멸한다.
국사가 된 환상적. 이번에는 강적. 자, 네네, 얌전히 계세요.
인가를 거두려.
실례하겠습니다.
안 그럼 다친다.
다치라.
Oh, puppets! Oh, I remember reading this part. I was like, yo, no way. A string of some energy connected to it. So hold on. Oh, this is pretty cool that they're talking more about the power words, which also confirms that he was trying to use the power words against Mina at one point back then. The puppeteer. Or was she her master? Oh, it ended in a draw, really? So you fighting Harab was a draw? So basically this is another thing what I was saying too, that it's so cool that it's so awesome that during the sub streams, including the Halloween events, there are characters that have involvement with the mainstream story as well. Which is why it's always, pretty important to read up on the substreams, because they are all connected not only to each other but also to the main episodes as well, especially in cases like the Qliphoth games. Yeah, the fact that they were mentioning the puppeteers here, I remember seeing this at one point when they even mentioned like puppets. I was like, oh, that is crazy, because there was another thing that I suspected, but we're gonna get to that when we get to that. But I thought it was just pretty cool, because the specific thing when they say puppeteer, the puppeteer was basically in a substream story, which was in the Halloween event. The Trope Master. The original puppet. The demon lords are moving quickly. So in this type of wording, this implies that there are more. I think, like, in this case here, like, of course, we've always had hints. After after the replacer incident, there were indications of multiple demon lords are awakening, and especially from what Rosaria said in the past. So there's always a and then basically on this situation here, Lee Sion is also confirming that there are multiple demon lords besides Nehemoth.
즐거운 감상 되셨길.
They're backed against the wall. Okay. Oh, Seo Yoon. We're gonna use my Seo Yoon. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do something interesting.
주시는 거예요? 잃어버리지 않을게요.
Oh, also too, the promise thing could also mean... Oh, okay, so they did receive the official license, so the promise could be something related to this story. Defying all logic. See, she also has, there is a substream with this character, which she has some really interesting, well, there's a counter case, yeah, a counter case for this character here, and she has some very interesting abilities that you rarely get to know about, because she rarely talks about it. But what I will say is that it's really interesting because she, you know what, just in case, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, for those of you who didn't mute the video, so there's a counter case specifically for Shaolin, and she has a secret ability where she can connect to electro waves, and with it she can hear specific things through her electric wave type of ability. And at one point she would talk to the machine Gap, and she actually was one of the few people who actually suspected or knew that the administrator was talking behind a robot. So she already suspected that the administrator was somewhere else within the office somewhere. That he wasn't just a robot, that there was an actual person behind the robot. And she only figured that out because she had a electric, like some type of electromagnetic ability where she can just hear through electric waves, and she just can determine, who's on the other end, which is a crazy ability. Which is why I always suspected too that she was probably going to be another one who was going to get an awakening form, because even when the captain was out, she was acting captain, or filling in for Seoyun. Pretty cool character too. I remember when I first saw this character, I was like, man, I gotta get this character. She had the 50 cal and all that stuff. Such a cool character. It's pretty cool too because she shows up in a lot of substreams, and it's pretty cool that we send her out on other tasks. So she carries out specific tasks for us and whatnot when you in certain substreams and whatnot. But mostly, I would say that she's more trusting of the boss based off of the counter cases rather than you know, some of the substreams that she shows up in. Wait, you're a sniper and you're charging in? That sounds like Eugen behavior. Oh yeah, this is the first time she's met Shinja. You also seem to be older than me as well. It may be your skin. Oh, she didn't like that. I'll tell you, it is hilarious with Shinja because she's like a top prodigy, right? But she is so much of a prodigy that the specific things that she says can be very insulting. But it's almost as if she's not aware of that, or she is aware of it and she just doesn't care because she doesn't consider it like it's not a big deal, and she always thinks of a type of solution that can help you, but also at the same time it kind of makes people feel like she's patronizing them, which is it's hilarious. But there's a reason why Shinja talks like this, or the reason why she's like that, and it's in one of her substreams, especially when she gets like a new type of ability and all that stuff. See, it's so awesome because she's referencing the substream that she has, like her own personal substream. Oh man, it's really cool reliving this again, rereading all of this. That's exactly what has me hesitant. And she's getting all jealous. The emphasis on my. Bro, she just completely ignored what Seo Yoon just said. You know, it's kind of funny because Shinja doesn't even see Seo Yoon as competition, yet she saw Mina as competition. That's pretty funny. And then Seo Yoon sees Shinja as competition. And here are the society members. Oh yeah, this was another interesting thing. The artificial fairy and the ultra-aggressive type subject. The society knew about them. Man, this outfit is so cool. Man, Shinja really got under her skin.
조무래기들에게 겁먹을 쓰냐? 내 저질러버려! 얼터그레시브 모드 활성화.
You know what's really interesting about this too? That there are some unique enemies that you can only find within these missions. Like, you see that? We've never seen variants like this before.
너무 늦진 않았죠?
나도 해낼 수 있어. 영웅은 무조건 이긴다니깐요.
Demon lords or devils. So I find this interesting right here too, when they've used like words like these, only because later on in specific substreams and even main episodes, I think at some point they started to separate the differences between demon lords and devils, only because later on you start to see that they were using this meaning as for something completely different, and then using this meaning as something completely different, unless the way that it's worded, that maybe that was the intention, or maybe later on they started to make a few changes here and there. It's not really that noticeable unless you unless you remember this specific moment in time, or you just go back and reread them. then you start to notice that, oh, okay, that was a small little change that they did, but that small change actually made a dramatic turn of events, which it started to make more sense, and I think that they began to understand that. I could be wrong about that too, but but the way that it's worded, it just seems like they were considering these to be completely the same. Can only be used by special beings, which are the main heroes. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's interesting right here. So for those of you who didn't mute the video, it's interesting right here where they say, like, however, weapons like that can only be used by special beings, which are the main heroes. So I think that the administrator specifically mentioning this is like a foreshadowing of which we haven't seen officially yet, and who knows if we'll ever get the chance to even know about this. But there is a specific substream within it. The substream is called Burnett Never Dies, right? And within that, I always tend to refer to this specific substream because it always gets connected back to this one specifically, and it's only because Elizabeth Pendragon had mentioned that there are specific weapons, very special, specific grade weapons that specific individuals tend to use, right? And there are at least 4 of them. So there's the Mistletoe, which is the actual real Mistletoe that Seo Yoon has, but even though she thinks that it's a fake, it's not. It's just that it's just missing a core. It's missing its core. And there's the shield that can create infinite chains, which belongs to Roy Burnett. He gets access to that, and that's one of those weapons. And then there's the Solar Codex weapon, which gives you the staff, but it's also the Flame Book, which that Yuna from the Strega Witches, she possesses that. And then the last one is the Wolf's Bane. These are special, unique grade weapons that there are no other replicas of them. Now, also too, these specific weapons can be used to fight against demon lords. So that means, as a possibility, Mina's weapon is not the only weapon that is capable of destroying a demon lord or dealing massive damage to them, or even dealing with them. Now, we already know this based off of the specific chains that Roy Burnett did when he wrapped the chains around the president of the society, which is the other demon lord, the Lake of the Knowledge. And Roy Burnett has a very special gene that is built for dealing with that, which is why, like, even on the character herself, I think Edel, I think on her main or her default skin, that maybe I think that there's like a few chains on her, or if not, then it's her summer skin. Her summer skin actually has those chains wrapped around her, and those chains are actually meant to basically keep her under control, to preventing her from going berserk and trying to devour everything. And like these weapons are usually built to go up against specific demon lords. I think I don't think that it's like meant to fight against all the demon lords, but it's super effective against specific ones, like the codex one, the solar codex of the book that Yuna possesses. I think that weapon was built to go up against the puppeteer, which was the original puppet, which is what is her name? Serapel. So Serapel, like if they were gonna continue more on this type of storyline on here, that it would have been Serapel versus Yuna, and especially at episode 15, after what they did in episode 15, and it really started to push the narrative that now the title of the wolf is gone, which means that it's going to resort back to what the administrator is saying, based off of the he's saying like the special beings and main heroes. So maybe eliminating the role of the wolf now gives you a chance in allowing multiple heroes with multiple special type of unique weapons capable of fighting demon lords, which is pretty cool as an afterthought on that. And so, and I would suspect at least that, if they was going to go down this type of route, that Yuna would end up being the one to fight against the puppeteer, which is Serapel. Serapel is clearly weak against extreme cases of flames and fire. And then you have Edel, Edel and Eve, which would be a bit super effective against, they would have a weakness against the chains, the binding chains that comes from the shield, which is Roy Burnett, which I always thought that Roy was going to get an awaken, which he didn't. Very surprising on that. But maybe it's because he hasn't come into his own yet. And then you have the Mistletoe, which I'm not really sure where the Mistletoe would shine at. Maybe it would be against a demon lord that we have yet to see, which was Beelzebub, or another demon lord. I don't think it would have been against the Gyrian. The Gyrian is like, on a whole other level. And then the Wolf's Bane, I would think that the Wolf's Bane would be specific for, I mean, it would be specific with certain demon lords, but so far we know that the Wolf's Bane has never killed a demon lord. But it is capable of holding its own against one other demon lord, which was Tamel, which is considered to be the strongest demon lord. So I would say that the Wolf's Bane would have more effect against Tamel, if anything. But yeah, it's an interesting thing, and it seems like they've, maybe I'm looking a little bit too deep into this, but it seems that they're, connecting it to what the administrator is saying even back then, which means that they really carefully probably, took a look at the situation, and they carefully stitched together a connection line with all the stories, the main substreams and even the seasonal ones, and the substream and the regular substream stuff. Man, I do wonder, like, how long would it have taken to do something like that? It's pretty interesting. It's an interesting thought when you think about it, or when you start to pay more attention to, even smaller details like this, or easily missed ones like this one. Gia is really awesome. Also, too, if you noticed, we wasn't using the robots. So Gia is seeing our face. The Devourer. That's a pretty cool art right here, too. The Empty Heart of the Mistletoe. Uh-oh. Ah, look at that. So there seems to be another demon lord that's in play right now. That's already planning their attack. Ah, she seems to be aware of this specific character. I love how they they make things a little bit vague, but also at the same time it like the reader knows exactly, or the reader is capable of filling in the blanks, but also at the same time it may not be what they expect it to be.
기다리느라 애태우신 건 아니죠?
The Shadow Palace. Ooh. Oh, they're getting serious. Too many Rangers. Where's the other one? There she is. Oh wait, there are two Rangers here, right? Where's the, There he is. We'll see what happens. Endless Tide. Hey, Delta 7.
어머, 실험체가 잔뜩 있네. 환지와 귀신.
Oh, I love this theme song too. You know, I think the Shadow Palaces are one of the most interesting things. One of the interesting phenomenons that happens. And I think... Oh, we might actually lose.
감당할 수 있나? Qliphoth?
But it's one of those interesting phenomenons, which I think they should have really kept. You know, in the past, they should have kept the Shadow Palaces where, you know, it takes, like, they used to expand it to like 100 floors of the Shadow Palace, which I thought was pretty cool. But it's a shame that they changed it back to the original. Oh yeah, we're gonna get killed. Okay, I didn't think that they were gonna be this crazy. Wait, is this it? Right? No, that's not it. All right, is this one right here? Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't expecting them to go this hard. So we're gonna do something a little bit more interesting. Why not use shadows versus shadows? You know what I mean? I think that's a good idea. Oh, we got a sniper, right? There we go, Shayna. Yeah, that's all of them. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like a healer as well, you know.
차가워서 좋을지도.
Do something specific like this, right? And this. This might be a little overkill, but we'll see, because they might actually be stronger than this.
언니, 오빠들 잘 부탁드립니다. 나팔사의 저기. 눈과 귀로 즐겨주시길.
Yeah, they're no match for them.
소음이 부족하네요.
You can't stop the choir.
우리를 도와줘. 땅 위의 것들은 경배하라. 이제
Or the chorus.
우리를 잡아라. 지르는 진심을 다해야겠네. 연기는 빠져들걸요. 감당할 수 있나, qliphoth? 계속해봐. 삶의 비오는 소리가 따스한 그늘처럼. 저 많이 칭찬해 주실 거죠?
Epic. And Jake's back. Oh, that's cool that Replacer Rook is aware of Seo-yoon. But I wonder when did they meet? Oh, unless she just, you know, started to be aware of Seo-yoon through like her being contained on here. But I don't think that's the case. See, it don't even seem that she's aware of this. Haha. Yeah, it's starting to the identity is slowly starting to unravel here, which I really do appreciate I appreciate the pacing, the slow pacing in revealing exactly who we are. Slowly understanding that we're not just a robot and that we're an actual flesh and blood person. But yet also at the same time, our identity is still partially under wraps. Yeah, that's true. Because if it was a war, they'd be annihilated 10 times over. And I mean the normal side world. Like the demon lords will just trample on them. There'd be no end to it. Like imagine the concept of the shadow palaces, where the longer you're fighting, the more shadows will come. In this particular case, the more you continue fighting, the worse it will be for you. The more destructive the counter side would be, the more heavy the invasions will be. Possibly you'll be facing more hollow gods. It'd be a shit show. It'd be horrible. But also too, if you are curious on what that particular example would be, if it was just an all-out war, episode 15 has a better chance in explaining that, because the what ifs on there, yeah, it will really show you like, hey, you probably don't have a chance. You don't stand a chance in hell. But it would give you like some type of idea, if something like that were to happen, where it was just a war rather than a game. The first god to have been observed. Yo, you know what? Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, for those of you that mute the video, now for those of you who are aware of, like, who's read through the episode 15, and you remember when there was like specific memories when Tamail was observing something, the first god to have been observed. What if the first god to have been observed was another word of the beast? So maybe the first god, so maybe she is the one who first observed the first destructive god being, which is known as the Beast, or better yet, like the Abyss, the beast that lies beyond the abyss. I wonder if that could be the actual title, and witnessing something like this, unexpectedly triggered something within Tamil. Oh man, I wish we could see more on that. Like to see the adventures of what it was like where it's just the administrator and Tamil, and what led to these events happening. Because we know that these mysterious events was occurring even when Tamil existed. And before she decided to go haywire crazy and starting up becoming the first demon lord and whatnot.
이걸로 조금 나아졌으려나?
Alright, here we go. It's not compatible with the gear, which is interesting. The Wolf's Bane just doesn't accept it. She said, "Nah, I'm out." Like the best way that you can imagine how this has happened, like how this would happen, would be in Star Savior, right? If you see Mina's ultimate, where she takes the sword out and she uses the Wolf's Bane to slash to cut a whole mountain, I think she did something similar here, and Eugen is just looking at this like, what the hell? She's like, I don't think I'm strong enough to do something like that. But yeah, that's like the best idea that you can get on what Mina just did, is by looking at Mina's ultimate in Star Savior. Are you saying that you fired without good reason during a mission? You see, that was your first mistake, Mina. Unless, yep. The doppelganger is, yeah. I'll give you guys a few seconds to think, to imagine who it could be. The puppet creator, yeah. Hey, yo, you know what's really crazy about this too? Hold on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for those of you who didn't mute the video, the really interesting about this too is that Mina technically, it would be super difficult for Mina herself to get a shadow, because technically Mina is already a shadow type of thing, a shadow type of version of Tamel, because Mina is the alter ego of Tamel. So for her to even naturally have a shadow form would mean that you would have to have a shadow of a shadow, in a way, considering how Tamel and Mina are, you know, one and the same. So that's pretty interesting. So someone like another demon lord could probably create a false copy. It may not. I don't think that it'll. You know, it can replicate the exact power level, but it can go pretty close to it. Oh, the Qliphoth factor joined forces. The corruptive power of resurrection. The puppet creator. And then Nai Yubin, who possesses the Qliphoth factor. Bamina. Jeez. Maximum power. Oh man, this was like engaging the enemy, Yumina. Oh, that was so epic when I first saw that. Shadow version of Yumina.
클리포트 인자 개방. 전력으로 맞서겠어. 버려지지 벗어나고. 받아라. 이걸로 끝을 내주지.
실험기기 준비됐어요?
이걸로 끝을 내주지. 이걸로 끝을 내주지. 이걸로 끝을 내주지.
Uh-oh.
실례합니다.
출력 전개.
Oh, this is so epic.
울부짖은 한정 개방. 저만 나도 해낼 수 있어. 방심하지 말고 돌파한다. 적을 분쇄한다. 이걸로 끝을 내주지.
아슬아슬한데요. 어설퍼도 이해해 주세요.
실험 끝! 마무리하죠.
Nice.
자연에선 생존이 곧 승리죠.
Serapel's strings. So this is how you know immediately if you wasn't aware of like Serapel's many nicknames that she has that people call her. This is where you know for sure that Serapel has strings on here, and especially when they were mentioning all these other things about the puppeteer. Now you have a name to it. A lot of foreshadowing. See, that's really interesting right here. Despite all of our memories together and all the sacrifices I made, you stand in my way for that residue. Oh man, it like so much. They've dropped so much information and so many more, and it just rose so many more questions. Just for this Qliphoth games, oh man, I remember just like how more intrigued I became in reading through this the first time. So much to know about, and this was like, you know, after reading so much of the substreams as well, it just makes it that much better. Because so much makes a lot more sense, and also a lot more questions starts to emerge. That probably explains the whole masochistic thing that Rosaria mentioned. Now, this doppelganger saying this, I would pay attention to this, because this will start to make so much sense in later episodes. And it makes so much sense how she says this. It is like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very interesting. Very interesting.
작전 완료했다. 걱정할 필요 없다고 했었지, 사장님?
Alright, so we're going on Act 4. Wow, this is really lengthy. Actually, hold on. Let me check. Okay. Actually, yeah, this should be fine. All right, let's see what happens. Act 4. Oh wow. So he is afraid of Mina. But he has a cost attack. I guess you could say it's a tactical fear. He acknowledges Yumina's strength. Very interesting. You would think that Qliphoth would have a lot of arrogance or unchecked arrogance, but he's aware of his arrogance and he seems to be aware of his, I guess, his weaknesses in specific situations on the battlefield. Which I mean, you could give him credit for that, you know? Especially since he's like a prince and he seems to be a more level-headed prince. Is this a typo? Easter egg. The puppet creator and the devourer of knowledge. That is a crazy combination. With Demon Lord. So, if anything, now if there were any doubts or anything like that, this is what confirms it completely. That Serapel and Edel are Demon Lords. And what's really crazy too? I remember within the substream of the Halloween event, I suspected Serapel from the very start. I suspected this. And the way that I suspected this is something that also I've been meaning to reveal that in later episodes, but only when I did the recap. And now that I'm doing the recap on this and we finally have reached to this point, I've always suspected that Serapel was a Demon Lord only based off of the little details that happened. And what do I mean by this? So in the Halloween, just in case, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, for those of you who didn't mute the video, so I've always suspected like Serapel becoming a demon lord, or Serapel was a demon lord based off of a theory of a rule, right? So in the Halloween event, Serapel had her own type of puppet, or the person that she calls a master or whatnot, which was Harab. Harab showed up and kidnapped Regina. Regina is a high importance to Edel, who is the president, and then Regina is the vice president. Regina was meant to take over. So what ends up happening is that at a certain point in time within the Halloween event, and this is during the time of where the Strager witches were at in the CounterSide effect, well, in the CounterSide world, Edel turned into her devourer form and immediately destroyed Serapel's apostle. Right? Now here's the interesting thing. What I noticed is that the Demon Lord only destroyed Harab, which was the apostle. She only killed the apostle, but did nothing to Serapel. So then that got me thinking, like, the small chance of a theory that I had was, is there some type of rule where a Demon Lord cannot attack another Demon Lord while in this realm? So maybe a Demon Lord is not allowed to attack another Demon Lord based they can't attack each other if the Qliphoth games haven't started. So that was the theory that I had, and I was like, it didn't make any sense. And then also too, everybody else who showed up, like when Edel was in that form, they even started to feel that presence, and also struggled trying to even look at that grotesque form of Edel, because Edel's ability is kind of like Lovecraftian, where you can go insane if you're in the presence of a demon lord when they've unleashed their power. So this was one of those cases where Regina ends up feeling like a real harsh effect of that, and the CSE effect started to go out of control because Edel was there, and she was in her demon lord form. So, but Serapel was always fine. Serapel, it didn't bother Serapel at all. Like it almost as if it was just ineffective against Serapel. So then that got me thinking. I was like, oh, what if Serapel is also a demon lord? Which means that there are multiple demon lords. And then the Qliphoth game started, and it turns out that that's exactly what was the case, because Serapel is in fact a demon lord. So I suspected that there must have been some type of rule that demon lords aren't allowed to attack each other, because they have to remain in hiding, and they have to get permission to activate the Qliphoth games. But I mean, there are some info that backs up the assumption of the theory. However, that technically wasn't the case on why the Demon Lords wasn't fighting each other on there, but that one type of possibility of a thought had led me to effectively calling out that Serapel was in fact a Demon Lord and is a Demon Lord. So that's pretty cool. I was pretty hyped when I discovered this, because I was like, I knew it, because I've been saying this for like years on there. I've been suspecting this for so long, from the first time I had played CounterSide and started looking into the substreams of it with the Halloween event and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Who we fighting now? Knights of Redemption? You know what? I want to try something a little different. Where's Drucka? I wonder, would they let me do this? No, they wouldn't. Okay, oh, you know what? I got a better idea. We'll do a collaborative effort.
기꺼이 써드리죠. Oh, right. She now recognizes that. Which I still believe that she's not truly dead.
Effective retreating, huh? Here we go.
오빠, 우리 힘내봐요. 가끔은 일광욕도 나쁘지 않지. 자, 올라오렴.
저항을 먹
가라앉으렴. 햇볕이 가려져. 징크죠? 내 성은 피보다 화양 냄새를 좋아. 재미없어. 자연 좋대네. 난 약국 아무거나 마음에 들어.
소수의 구름이 나를 이끄니 전부 말살해주지.
싫어. 친구들이 부를 이제
전설은 죽었어.
계속 해보자. 피어다니는 거 좋아. 너희의 재능이 내 수준을 박제시켜줄게.
끌어내려주지.
이브의 놀이 상대가 되어주시겠어요? 징크죠? 예!
끌어내려주지.
오래 끄는 건 싫은가?
지식의 구수는 반드시 하나가 되어야 한다.
나눠드릴게요. 찬란한
Jeez.
완전 무적상! 다들 빨리빨리! 징크죠? 잡았다! 오빠가 최고예요!
Oh, that was epic. An idiot sandwich. Oh my god. I mean, you can't blame her, you know? Because that's she has the face of the very woman who just about destroyed her life. Tried to hunt her down, you know? Crown Prince. What's this one? Ah, okay. Alright, so this is gonna be an interesting one here. Ooh, Delta 7. Yeah, we can put Delta 7 in this. So They're gonna get real serious on this. So I think we should do the same. Let's get Delta 7 out there.
오, 좋은 장비 쓰네.
However, we're gonna have a little bit. Oh, that's what I was missing, Grendel. I had a feeling I was missing something, and it was Grendel. We'll use Felix for this one. Change our outfit a little bit.
최신식이고 익숙해져 듣는 편이 좋겠지.
Alright, let's see what happens. Give me caffeine. We just need to make even more money. Easy. Make more money, forehead. They'll go for my head. I'll just buy more stocks, bro. It multiplies. I mean, she is not wrong. She said it always seems to print money for me, bro. Yo, if you need stock advice, we would just have to just ask Shinja. Like, yo, Shinja, what's the next boom? She'll just tell you. Oh, look, Aki's here. Petite lightning. Awakened Tabi. What did you say? Unless there's some kind of self-destruct device on it, like in the cartoons. Mason's like, that's exactly what's happening. The opposite side, boom, and it explodes. That was a good move. She's not a general for no reason. She's a very effective general. Here we go. Oh man, this was such an epic episode.
전한대 신호 전까지 대기해라. 수고했나? 들어가자.
본론으로 들어가자.
들어가자.
가볍게. 단계냐?
거기까지다. 가볍게.
시작점
반대 작전을 시작하지. 작전대로
여기서 적을 섬멸한 부족이
적이 두려워해야 할 건 고작 카운터 한 명이 아니지.
알려도 전개 입사적인 환상적 이번 사기 라비아 프로토콜 활성화 전군 위치로
인계점 부담.
눈 가리고 엎드려. 퇴각을
누가 좀 도와주세요.
예상대
우리의 혁신 기술을
적들이 두려워해야 할 건 고작 카운터 한 명이 아니.
인계점 부담.
Yeah, I told you this is a serious one. She's very strong.
역시 오빠가 최고예요.
Yeah, back then Carlotta was a monster. Here we go again. Oh, that's so epic.
또다시 새로운 기록을 세웠군. 자랑스러워.
Neuron? Oh, the old fear. Okay. What do I do about this? I think this would be pretty epic to do it this way. Ooh, I know. We'll do a collaborative effort type of thing, right? So oh, you know what? No, I got a better idea. Where are you, Thaddeus?
요원이라면 자기 장비는 자기가 챙겨야지.
산뜻해 보이겠군요. 좋은 센스.
내 몸값보다 비싸겠는데? 고맙게 받기로 하지.
Here we go, Serapel. The minions of a demon lord, yep. And they confirmed it even more. The puppet creator. Now I heard rumors, I don't know if it's true or not, but some suspect that the Star Savior CounterSide collab part 2, Serapel will be amongst them, which would be interesting. Two demon lords have surrounded us. Yep. Almost never joined forces on the battlefield. Oh, yep. Yeah, this makes things so much more complicated. The enemy enters normal side, it is our defeat. So you automatically lose. So you can't allow them to go into the normal side. The game. Damn. It's a difficult game. Indeed it will.
언니, 오빠들 잘 부탁드립니다.
지금부터는 내 차례야. 내가 나서야
굴복하세요. 한심
훈련받아도
묵직하게. 매너가
내가 전설을
겨울. 한줄은 기분. 매너가 확인. 저격한다. 야!
나는 떠난 것도 깔끔하게.
한줄은 기분. 확실히 집이 다르대요. 어머니다.
조금 무거울 거야.
Let's go.
작작 기어올랐어야지. 아쉽지만 완전
너도 이제
겨우 이런 걸로 지금 엄살군장 포착했다.
이동 좋습니다. 좋아.
확실히 큰거 온다. 어머니다. 작작 기어올랐어야지. 제게 집중을. 안주로운 기분. 완전 무섭다.
Uh-oh. They're attacking the ship.
나는 떠난 것도 깔끔하게.
Nice work, Medeus.
내가 전설.
묵직하게 해봐. 찍어주마. 장난이죠.
Okay, Elizabeth is in the back. Protecting the ship.
이동 좋습니다.
자, 굴복하세요.
마십시오.
묵직하게 어머겠다. 네, 한파시.
조금 무거울 거야.
허리도 부족하다. 확실히 지긋다.
봉인 사슬.
엄살군지. 역시 오빠가 최고예요.
That was a tough mission. See, around like these episodes, they really made them like, they made the enemies super tanky. I kind of wish that they made like the rest of the, you know, the because they only made a few more of the substreams more difficult in specific scenes as well. But I don't know. It seems like on some episodes they were easier than most for some reason. Who is not the game master would receive limitations on their powers. Interesting. Okay, so they would. So the demon lord that activates the Qliphoth game would be considered the game master. But she's saying that it's to the theory. Oh no, she's saying there's a theory on there, but this is a fact. Whereas, so the demon lords that are not the game master has limitations to their powers. This is really interesting, considering on specific cases, because it truly goes to show you just how powerful demon lords are. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
절 이겨보겠다고 몸부림치는 것도 꽤 볼만하네요.
Nice job. Alright, Dragon Sword Unleashed. Ooh. Okay, so we're fighting Qliphoth. Okay. This is gonna be... We gotta get a bit serious on this. Shit, how am I gonna proceed with this? Because he may have a lot of high evasion. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We'll use 6 wings. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna do something a little bit rarer than that. Let's see what happens. bum 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 bum. This will be a massive collaborative effort. Oh wait, she is a part of Coffin Company, right? I'm gonna copy the squad just in case. I just want to check something. Yep. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to do that. That's why I copied it. Yep, we're good. Ooh. You will die. It's a big gamble. Oh, the cargo. I wonder what this cargo is. Uh-oh. There she is. Man, she got trounced. Yeah, don't count her out. Apostle of Nehemiah. So he is an apostle. So he's one of the apostles. I'm suspecting that he has 3 apostles. who is neither chosen by the world or carries the blood of a god in my veins. I'm really surprised that she wasn't selected by the world to be the antagonist, because she has more than enough of the powerful output. I would even say, even now, she's probably still stronger than Nayuben. Even when Nayuben is even as Nayuben is an antagonist, I think she's still stronger. She's very strong. Like to put it firmly, she's one of those cases, like in the old administration, she would have been the classified S rank. That's how strong she was. She was considered the administration's S rank. So I'm real surprised the world didn't choose her. Some could even say she's a true wolf. And everything he has, he did. This is gonna be an interesting battle.
전한대 신호 전까지 대기해라.
감당할 수 있나 볼까?
포기하기 잃지 않는다. 고요하라. 용감 라고.
경험의 차이라는 걸 똑똑히 알려주지. 리에크보소드 최고 출력.
인사해. 내 친구한테.
방패는 막기만 하는 게 아니거든.
Look at that. Holding his own against Awakens.
준비 다 됐대요.
여기까지 닿을 수 있을 것 같아.
지금이다. 라고.
상황은 모두 긴장하에 있습니다. 리에크보소드 최고 출력.
한계를 넘어 보실까?
위상 조정 완료.
실망시키지
금방
관리의
살려줄게요.
에이스가 어떤 줄이 할 거다. 똑똑히 알려주지.
대국은 다시 일어설 것이다. 포기하기 잃지 않는다.
Ooh.
천선을 사수.
Look at that. He almost lost too. Okay.
실망시킬 생각은 없었는데 말이죠.
Now this is a fight. This is a fight right here. Okay. All right. We gotta take this a little bit serious now. Okay. Actually, you know what? Got an idea.
아니.
과연 내게 걸맞는 물건으로
Jeez, this is gonna get crazy. I don't know if this will work, but let's see. I just think this will be interesting.
위험 요소
깨어나라.
발견. 신속하게 해결하겠습니다. 별의 인도자씨, 우리의 길을 밝혀주소서. 한바탕 휩쓸어지지. 이대로 돌격.
What better way to fight a knight or a crown prince with a sword than to have the knights do it?
어디 해오시지?
맞서봐라. 어쩔 테냐?
보여주시. 무패 신화의 실력을. 어디 해보시지? 무고개 화들채 성공. 잠시만요. 큰일 난다. 제 노라 소리 내죠.
내게 쓰러지는 것 영광으로 알아라.
재난은 언제나 하늘에서 내려오는 법이지. 조심하라. 관리국의 에이스가 어떤
아니야.
존재인지 똑똑.
별이 아스라엘 멀리 불신 돼지의 소리를 조금 아플 거예요. 관광 가이드는 바로
I think that was
나로.
too much.
많이 이용해 주세요.
That was a pretty good fight, though. A debt that she has to repay to her. right, let's go. Oh, she created a copy. The Infinite Void. Oh man, what a bait and switch. They're going into the imaginary space. Oh, was it the void thing? What'd they say? Yep, the Infinite Void. As one from the same bloodline. He also has the dragon blood. Gotta love Seo Yoon. I love her theme song. I told you, there's so much craziness that's happening all at once on this episode. Oh, she blew it up so that the Demon Lords can come through. And it's just like what they said, the Demon Lords rarely work together, which may mean possible sabotage. Here they are. And now they're pissed off. Lord pretending monsters. Serapel, for those of you who don't know Serapel, she's one of those extreme masochists of pain. She gets off from it. Coordinates impossible. Imaginary space. And nobody knows where they are. This had taken a crazy turn. Under the flames of the Tyrant of the North. Uh-oh. Now, if you guys don't remember last time, there were more hollow gods that was looking for Mina, and as soon as they showed up, Rosaria incinerated them instantly. Now, we know how powerful those hollow gods can be, and she destroyed them like nothing. So you get an idea just how strong Rosaria is. After all, she is a demon lord as well. See that? Even Seoyun knows. And not just any monster, yep. A monster among monsters. Oh man, I remember how crazy I was thinking. I was like, yo. I was like, man, this is really intense. Just because she was like, you know, she just immediately knew that Rosaria was way powerful. It got Seoyun afraid. And Mina is just too oblivious. Uh-oh. Oh man, this is one of my favorite scenes. Asmodeus, her demon lord name. Ooh, very bold. Ooh, sounds like a threat, Edel. Sound very confident. Two of equivalent demon lords. Wait, really? We get to tussle with demon lords in a long time? So they fought demon lords before in the past? I wonder if they've won. Because remember, they do get power from the demon lords that they're connected to. So Rosaria is pretty strong. But I wonder if it's enough for these two to, like, actually defeat a demon lord, or possibly even match them, based off of the demon lord that they've pledged their contract to. Uh-oh. Here we go.
좋아. 지금부터 진짜 마왕의 힘이 무엇인지.
Oh, this is new. They've never added a voice to her before in this. Okay.
격의 차이를 알려주마. 애송이들아.
Oh, that is such a good picture. And this is why most people, like in Star Savior, a lot of people voted Rosaria to be the first, to be the popular one. What a cliffhanger, man. That was awesome. Oh man, I remember seeing that for the first time. I was like, oh, this is epic. I was like, are they really gonna start fighting? Because we wondered, like, can demon lords fight each other? Are they allowed to do that? Turns out they can. Do something. Old man, we're in the imaginary space. There's nothing here. Ooh. Boom, here we go. It's Raul. Now, Raul, this is an interesting one too. If anybody's interested, they first debuted within the Dive story. So this is when they B-side had actually added a small story within the Dive section of like close to 50, I think it is, to Dive 50, or it might have been Dive 55. It's one of those, but I think it's the Dive 50, like 45 to 50. But I did record that as well, so if you're interested in checking that out, feel free to check it out. It's on the playlist section. I think it's under the substreams section on there, where there was a small story to it, which that was pretty crazy back then. Interesting story. The scavengers. Man, that was epic. This was episode 9 is definitely one of my favorite ones. It is so epic. So many things happen all at once. They were really cooking on this episode. So much. There was so much to talk about. So much. There were so many connections that you could form with this by reading the other substreams, and just putting those together as one is just insane. But yeah, hope you guys like this episode right here. That this one was really good on there. But before we end it here, we are going to try and roll the rest of the copies for Yumina. How many copies do I have of Yumina? Okay, so we gotta do 4 copies. So let's see if we can get the rest of the copies. Hopefully we don't pity. Oh man, we are not getting lucky. Uh-oh. Yikes. Wow, we're not getting lucky like how we was last time.
신기 루퍼야. 심의회에서 왔어. 그래서 해출 침식제는 어딨는데?
Ooh. Okay. Oh, we got a robot. Nope. Who we get? Ooh, Jaina. Uh-oh. Nope, didn't get lucky. This time we hit in pity. Alright, let's see if we can get the rest of the copies from Mina. At least get one more copy of her. Nope, I don't think that was it. Ooh, Drekka. Ooh, another robot. Nope. Ooh, Yang Harim. Okay. Another Yang Harem. Nope. Oh look, Carlotta. About to hit pity again. Jeez, man. We hit pity again. Wow, 2 times in a row. That is something. Alright, so we'll do this. Oh wow, we got 3 copies of Mina? Okay, this changes things. We might as well try to get the last copy. After all, this was my very first Awaken that I've ever gotten when I first started the game. Great times. Mina carried me through so many missions. Ooh. There we go. There's Mina. And Mina is now done. wonder who's the next unit I should roll for. There we go. But that was it for today. Very good episode. I really liked this one. It was awesome rereading this one again. Just so epic. But yeah. Also too, guys, I do play other games on the channel, so you can feel free to check that out in the link below, and also it's on the playlist section on the channel as well. And I also do have a music channel and a gaming shorts channel, so I will leave a description down below on that. But if the video was, if this recap was pretty entertaining for you, feel free to leave a like. But if anything, yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Catch you later.